if the AfD really were to get an absolute majority in Saxony-Anhalt, do you anticipate the AfD changing the realities of governing, or the realities of governing changing the AfD?
Yeah, I mean, that's the million-dollar question, is what will actually happen, because ultimately the system exists as is for now, and they'd have to find a way of working with that. And this is something that has frustrated other parties before, where they've tried to put change in, and then either you find that there are legal obstacles or the actual process doesn't work that way, and you have to sort of find ways of working around that. And that often means getting down to the kind of nitty gritty of which bits of your law can you actually enact and which ones you can't. And this is part of what makes voters feel frustrated, is that so say, for example, right now at the national level, where you have a coalition of the conservative CDU CSU with the centre left SPD, and voters expect change, and they find that at every level they propose something and then they talk about it and it gets smaller and smaller, and you come up with something that's more of a tweak than a root and branch reform. And the AfD says it's
called compromise.
Which for the AfD is an ugly, ugly word, and we've talked about it. There's people.
What's that? Sorry.
Compromise is a very ugly word for the AfD. There's a real premium placed on, we are going to stick to our guns. Leading figures in the AfD talk about, are asked about what would you do if the Melanisation of the party. This is the kind of the Italian prime minister, that she's kind of seen as having kind of moderated in power, and they're saying absolutely not with us. And this is the big battle actually within the party that's coming down the line should they enter power, is really whether or not they stick to their guns or whether they compromise.